Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dynasty Wrestling World. Right now, what's going on is the World Heavyweight Champion Elijah Wolf is going face-to-face with his challenger at the World Cup next Sunday in Christopher Lot. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this match will take place next Sunday in the main event of the World Cup for the World Heavyweight title. Let's hear what both men have to say. Christopher, I want to just congratulate you on your win last week. That's the honorable part of me wants to do that. Another impressive win over Eli Daniels in an impressive match. So again, congratulations. But you think that has me on edge? I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. Alright? I have beaten the best of the best. You beat the best in the junior heavyweight division. You beat one of the best there. But when it comes to the heavyweights, you ain't there yet. I have beaten the likes of Matthew Hilton, Drew Boyd, Alex Sabin, Gavin Sabin. I have beaten them all. Max Bryant, Corey King. The best in the main event scene has to offer. You think I'm going to be scared or at least worried about you? You're one hell of an athlete, I'll give you that. But when it comes to this World Heavyweight title, I think there's a reason why you stayed as far from the main event scene as possible. Do you really think that somehow you are ready for this? You're damn right I am. You're damn right, and here's why. I have waited for so long, been told that you deserve better opportunities, that I should have left this company to pursue greater options, but I didn't. I stayed loyal to Dynasty. Why? Because I bet on myself, and I bet I could be world champion. Before last year, I was told when they didn't have anything for me back in 2023, back in 2024, every year they said they had nothing for me. But I stayed because I believed that eventually that time would come, and that time finally came in the junior heavyweight title picture when I held that title for over 200 days. Became the longest reigning champion in the junior heavyweight division, and have proven I can take on the main event scene quite well. Because I put on match of the year after match of the year after match of the year. Match of the year contenders. Hell, I even did it last week. When was the last match of the year contender you had? Oh, that's right. You had to fight Matthew Hilton for that one. Now, Elijah, I'm going to ask you this. Be completely honest with me. How worried do you feel? Not worried at all, right? You should be. Because when I set my mind to something, I'm unstoppable. I set my mind on that junior heavyweight title, and I held it for so long. I accomplished so much. Match of the year, I survived Demolition Derby. I've done so much in just 1 year. I fought all comers. Everyone that wanted a shot, I put them down. I'm your first challenger. You should feel worried about me. Because I will stop at nothing until I am World Heavyweight Champion now. That's what I'm fighting for. That's why I'm dangerous. I know I have what it takes. I know I do. I'm aware you do. I'm aware. I really am. There's just one thing. Christopher, I work just as hard as you. Just as hard. You don't think that for 1 second I don't deserve this? People said I was lucky to even beat Matthew Hilton, and then when I beat Amaya Suzuki, that got people real talking. People really started talking then about how great I am. How good I am. I'm not world champion because of some handout. Just like you, I earned it. Just like you, I fought my ass off. And here we are, main eventing a major premier event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Next Sunday, on the 22nd, we find out who is more hungry for the top spot. You'll find no one more hungry than me. Two times in my career I've competed in this tournament. Both times I failed in the semifinals. Back in 2023 I competed in the World Cup and lost to Gavin Saban. And then in 2025, last year, I competed and lost to Drew Boyd in the semifinals. This year I look to make a difference. This year I'm looking to make it all the way to the finals and win this whole tournament. I have come so far in my career this year, over the past year. Over the past year, I had my career threatened. Over the past year, I've had people tell me that my time had passed to be a main event player. Winning the World Cup will solidify my position. Winning the World Cup is what I want to do right now. Last year I was able to beat Matthew Hilton. Last year, in the main event of Summer Attraction, Night 1, I was able to pin Matthew Hilton in the center of the ring. This year, I look to conclude my journey with the World Heavyweight Championship, and that starts with the World Cup. So to the other 7 wrestlers in the tournament, if you are looking to beat me, your attempts will be futile. For one fall is for the Dynasty World Trios Championships. Introducing first, the trio of Frank Johnson, Drake Travis, and Brian Garrett. The old school Torture Crew. Last week in singles action, Brian Garrett lost to Matthew Hill. Will that loss play into a factor here tonight? Cast aside, there's no coming home. We're burning chaos in the wind, drifting in the ocean. They are the Dynasty World Trios Champions, Max Bryant, Matthew Hilton, and Drew Boyd. Match underway. Collar elbow, but nope. Brian Garrett already taking it to Drew. Now here's the thing, the Trios Champions have become the longest reigning World Trios Champions in history. Matthew, Drew, and Max, longest reigning World Trios Champions in Dynasty in the championship's history. And there's a slap to the face of Drew. There's a figure 4 on Drew Boyd. Now Drew able to get him off. Wait a minute. Torture rack on Drew Boyd. No. Drew Boyd got DDT'd. And wait. Covered, no. Tag made him Frank Johnson. Frank Johnson legal. Hilton still fighting Brian Garrett. Wait, Frank Johnson still trying to fight Hilton. There's that elbow drop. Sent Hilton into the corner, but Hilton able to get out of the corner. Hilton. Johnson able to knock Hilton down. And Hilton tags out to Max Bryant. Remember the Dynasty World Trios Championships on the line here tonight. Other matches here tonight are as follows. Our main event will be for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, as it'll be Omar Perez versus Juan Carlos. Also taking place here tonight, the World Tag Team titles, as Dead End defend against the War Dogs. The Internet Championship will be on the line, as Yuri Bryant defends against Zalik. Let's also bring up the Women's Legacy title on the line. By the way, Drake Travis and Max Bryant legal. The women's legacy title will be on the line in Miyu Satoshi's first title defense against Bad Amy. Johnny Grant faces his own son, Miles Grant. And also, AJ Elliott versus Ace Matthews. Matt Hilton tagged in. Matt Hilton facing off against the over 400-plus pounder. Wait, look at this. Elbow drop to Hilton. Hilton sent on the mat. Another elbow drop by Drake Travis. Hilton tags out to Drew Boyd. That's over 400 pounds doing an elbow drop on you. I don't think Hilton wanted any more of that. Drew's legal. And tag to Frank Johnson. There's a cross. There's an STF. Frank Johnson legal in there with Drew Boyd. Drew sends Frank into the corner. Punch to the ribs of Drew Boyd. Nice knee drop. Frank Johnson in control. The old school Torture Crew looking to become World Trios champions. Brian Garrett looking for his first championship since 2023, and Frank Johnson and Drake Travis looking for the first title in Dynasty in the World Trios Championships. Now Frank Johnson sent in the corner. Wait, Drew Boyd has Frank going for a pile driver. But they gotta beat a trio of main event talent in order to become World Trios champions. Old School Torture Crew gotta beat 3 main event talents. 2 of them being former World Heavyweight champions. Tag made to Max Bryant, tag made to Brian Garrett. Brian Garrett legal in there with Max Bryant. Max sends Brian face first into the corner. And now stomps in the corner. Now there's a Boston Crab on Brian Garrett. Brian Garrett able to get out of it. Oh wait, but now Brian Garrett snaps the fingers of Max Bryant. Bryant off the top rope, diving splash to the back. The bad back of Max. Dragging Max away from the ropes. And Max tags out to Matthew Hilton. Matthew Hilton and Brian Garrett fought last week in a singles match. Matthew Hilton was able to pick up the win. Hard-fought victory. The walking torture machine in trouble. Now Hilton working the leg. Brian Garrett able to get out of it. Brian Garrett off the ropes. Running elbow drop. And Hilton with that boot. And Hilton snap DDT. Tagged to Frank Johnson. Johnson tagged in the wrestling machine. Now Frank with that punch to the ribs of Hilton. Now it's Frank Johnson planning. Running elbow drop by Frank Johnson, and a tag right back to Max Bryant. Now Hilton takes down Frank Johnson. Frank Johnson clutched the wrong guy. And now Max Bryant, Death Valley driver to Frank Johnson. The cover. Frank Johnson, I believe, was able to kick out before the pin got broken up. Now everyone. Frank Johnson back kick. Tag to Brian Garrett. Saving the 400-pounder for later. Brian Garrett. Max Bryant taking it to both. 2. Pin was broken up. Drew really. Frank with Max Bryant. Power bomb to Frank Johnson. And tag to Drake Travis. Max tags out to Drew Boyd. And Drew Boyd's fighting back. Champions are in control. Drew Boyd sends Drake off the ropes. Drew with that punch. Takes him down off the top. No, Drake Travis able to get up to his feet. And Drake with that elbow to the face of Drew Boyd. Again, 400 pounds of power. Drew misses in the corner. Wait, Hilton's holding Drake Travis. Oh, but Drew couldn't get there in time. And Hilton got knocked off the apron. Tag made of Frank Johnson. The old school Torture Crew now finally back in control of the challengers, back in control of the champions. The World Trios titles, diving headbutt by Frank Johnson. Now Hilton tagged back in. I think Hilton wants some he wanted some payback on Drake after knocking him off the apron. Now Hilton going to take his aggressions out on trying to damage the leg of Frank Johnson. Frank Johnson able to get out of the submission to the leg. And Hilton snap DDT to Frank. As the rest of the Old School Torture Crew forced to go back to their corner. Frank sends Hilton into the corner. Tag to Drake Travis. Now Matthew Hilton can finally get his hands on Drake, but it's sandwich lariats. Now Frank going for the legs of Hilton, but it's not going to count because Frank's not the legal man. Drake caught Hilton. Off the ropes, running elbow drop by Drake Travis to Hilton. Drake Travis really taking it to Matthew Hilton. 400 pounds. And tag to Max Bryant. Yeah, Hilton finally had a little too much. He can handle it. That was a double team brain buster. Again, tonight we're hearing from every single competitor in the World Cup in solo interviews and solo promos. Oh wait, Max Bryant caught him. Death Valley driver on the 400-plus pounder. And tag made to Frank Johnson. Surprised they're not tagging out to Brian Garrett. Earning Oklahoma Stampede on Drake Travis off the ropes. Kitchen sink by Max Bryant. And now Max Bryant has Frank up. Death Valley driver. Champions in control. 2, 3, no! Frank Johnson able to get the shoulder up. And wait, champions double team on Frank. And Max still has it with that backflip tag to Hilton. Tag made of Brian Garrett. Hilton and Garrett are the legal men. And Hilton taking it to both. And Brian Garrett went low on Matthew Hilton. And Hilton with that elbow, but in chops versus elbow. And Hilton rolling elbow to Brian Garrett. Tag to Drew Boyd. Drew Boyd got hit with that backbreaker. Now he got a nice brain buster to Hilton. Brian Garrett sent into the corner. What's Drew doing? Has Brian on the top rope. Superplex. What a drop kick by Drew Boyd. Now Brian Garrett going for the gory crusher to Drew. Caught him. Tag to Drake Travis. The 400-plus pounder in the ring. The heaviest man in Dynasty. And Drew plants Brian Garrett. Now Drew tags out to Max Bryant. And wait, Drew has Drake Travis with a Death Valley driver. Wait, Max. What's he planning? Diving crossbody. to Drake Travis, and the titles are not retained yet. Oh, they're about to be Max. Oh, pain. But for some reason, Max didn't go for the pin after the Max O'Pain. Oh wait, Drake, bear hug. Drew able to break it up. And Max has Brian Garrett, Death Valley Driver. Max, oh no, bear hug back on Max Bryant. Hilton able to break it up with a backhand. To Drake Travis this time. Champions are going to maul Brian Garrett, tag to Hilton. Or Drake Travis, wait a minute. Drake has Hilton. Jack Hammer. 1, 2, there's Drew Boyd. Wait, Hilton has Drake Travis. Decapitation forearm! Right to the back of the head. Turns him over. 2, 3. Champions retain. Winners of this match, and still Dynasty World Trios Champions, Drew Boyd, Max Bryant, and Matthew Hilton. What a match, what a title match for the World Trios titles. The champions retain against the old school torture crew. Right when you thought the tides had turned, the champions prevail. Who will dethrone these three? Only time will tell. The World Cup is fast approaching. Just next week, I compete for the opportunity of a lifetime. I can redeem my performance back at the Superman tournament by winning the World Cup. Now, this tournament is prestigious. You have so many top talent here. Some new guys, some old. Some very, very competitive. But here I am, defying all the odds to get here, defying everyone that told me I wasn't going to make it big, defying everyone that walked over to me and said I don't deserve the main event, people that said that I'm never going to get the main event. Look at me now. That's what I say. Look at me now. I'm looking at you. And what I see is a man who only got lucky. You got lucky against me, Corey. Don't think that your little parade here was anything you earned. No, it's because you got lucky against me. One string of luck turns you into this. I don't like it. Just heads up, I will be watching the World Cup. You know, my spot that you stole from me. I'm going to watch you fail in a spot that I would have succeeded. You see, here's the thing. You keep saying would have. Yeah, you maybe you would have, but that's the thing. You're not in it. I beat you. And at the World Cup next Sunday, all I have to do is beat 3 guys in one night. And just like that, the main event of Fight Fest is mine. We'll see. So we got all these guys. And, there you two are. Been waiting for you. Yeah, sorry, got stuck in a bit of traffic of losers. Yeah, and undeserving. So, last week you said that you were going to pick opponents for us for the World Cup to challenge for our titles. Yeah, well, we thought about it, and no one really deserves it. You thought about it. Yeah, here's the thing. Here's what you're not getting, kid. Or should I say kids? It doesn't matter. You need challengers, or we can vacate those titles. And luckily for you, I got them. At the World Cup, you two will defend the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships against Party Delta. Aaron West, Jaden Wilso. They did really well in the Super Duos, and I think they deserve a reward. So, those are your challengers, boys. Good luck. Yarina Young. At the World Cup, you and me, I finally get my hands on you in a match for the Women's World Championship, where I can become a 3-time champion like you. Yarina, all that I want to do to you, I will unleash on you. Just like I unleashed against your sister-in-law at Paradox. And oh my god, Yarina Young and Alice Sabin are assaulting Akira Kiyoshi, the women's world champion Yarina Young, and just clocks Akira in the head with her title. Try me, bitch. Oh, just slapped her across the face. We gotta get ready for our next match here on Love Bites. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
This is the family business.
We don't talk, we just move in silence. Built on our pride and backed up by violence. Every step we make, every move we make, got a purpose and we're cold and clean. Our power runs deep and we control this scene.
Eyes forward, never looking back. Pressure builds, but we never crack. Lessons learned from the cuts and scars. Now we move like kings behind steel bars.
If Miles Grant loses, he must fall in line
made it sharp, precise, and
with his
unique.
sister.
No,
He and his sister must fall in line to their father.
If the game gets dirty, we still gon' heal. That's right. Moves are getting made that we never explain. An empire built through the struggle.
A whole family. The dignity of a whole family on the line. And his opponent, the straight Johnny Grant. And Johnny Grant, the father of Miles. And if Miles Grant loses, he and his siblings, Jordan wherever he is, and Victoria must fall in line to their father. We don't know where Jordan has been. Johnny with that kick to the chest. Now drop toe hold. Johnny Grant in trouble. Johnny with those punches to the ribs. Johnny Grant with that kick to the chest and sweep the leg. Now Johnny, Miles Grant taking it to his Miles taking it to his father. Remember, the Grant family dignity is on the line of the siblings. As the youngest, as Johnny's youngest son, in this father versus son match here on Dynasty Wrestling World Love Bites, our Valentine's Day special. There's a punch to the head by Miles. Now Miles has Johnny head first into the buckle. Miles that kick and chop. Miles, another kick planted and a knee drop to Johnny Grant. There's a Boston Crab. And Miles, nice snapmare. And Johnny Grant said he would walk away from wrestling if he lost this match. Meaning he's putting his career on the line against his family's loyalty. And now, off the ropes. No. Punch to the face by Miles, and now Miles sends Johnny into the corner. And punch to the ribs. Now Johnny Grant with that figure four. Johnny Grant, that another elbow to the back by Miles to Johnny. To the Boston Crab. Miles Grant in control. There's Miles with Johnny. Off the ropes. Kick by Johnny Grant. And a knee drop. Johnny in control. Johnny Grant. Off the ropes. There's a sidewalk slam on Johnny Grant as Miles is taking it to his father. We got our big match reference. This is a big match feel. Father versus son. Well, father against one of his sons. And Johnny with that elbow kick and two kicks. And there's a straight punch by Johnny Grant right to the jaw of his young boy, Miles. Miles is in trouble. Johnny Grant has been in control now. There's those knees by Johnny. Those kicks and knees. Oh, Miles with that back elbow. Now there's an overhand chop. Miles with that elbow to the back. Miles off the ropes. And Johnny. Oh, what a kick. That Brazilian kick, two. No. Miles able to get that shoulder up. And Miles that lariat. Miles targeting the leg of Johnny Grant. Wait, Miles went for a victory roll, but Johnny Grant wasn't letting that happen. Wait, Miles! Gunslinger to his father! Using his father's own move against him. Now Johnny, what a knee strike to the face. That flying knee. Well, they call him Knee Strike. King of knees. Wait a minute. Miles! Oh, Johnny! He caught his father with that! No. Johnny kicked the ribs of Miles. Now throw. Oh, there's a knee strike to the jaw, but Miles right back up. And there's a gunslinger. Johnny Grant in trouble. Oh, there's a kick right to the back of the head of Miles. Now wait, Johnny with that roll up, trying to score the pin. No. Trying to sneak a pin and force his son to fall in line. His children to fall in line. And oh, Miles! Johnny got tired. His old age. Oh no, his old age got him tired once again. Off the ropes. There's a kick by Johnny Grant. Back elbow by Miles. And Miles, backside pin on Johnny. And Johnny able to get that shoulder up. Chopper kick. Johnny's rolling elbow. And Miles with that kick to the head. And Johnny, combination. There's a knee strike. There's a knee drop. There's his European uppercuts by Miles. Miles going to the top rope, diving knee drop to Johnny Grant. Now he's going back up. Another knee drop. No, he missed that time. Knees for days. Oh no, wait, Johnny caught him. Gunslinger to his own son. Is that it? And no, Miles is still in it. Johnny Grant, I don't think could believe that Miles kicked out. There's another knee strike. Now Miles sends Johnny to the outside. And now, oh, Johnny has a chair. Johnny has a chair. He tried swinging it, but Miles was able to dodge it. Miles knee drop to Johnny. And oh, Johnny with that straight punch to the jaw. And a double axe handle by Johnny Grant. And a nice elbow drop by Johnny. And wait, Miles caught Johnny. Gunslinger to his dad. And Johnny able to get that shoulder. Here tonight at Dynasty Wrestling World, love fights. But there's a chop to the chest. Now Miles, obviously Victoria cheering on Miles. We don't know where Jordan has been. There's a lariat by Miles. Wait, Johnny, Spanish fly! The old timer still got some moves. Combo knee to the jaw. Johnny off the ropes. Ooh, what a kick to the back of the head. And Miles with a super kick. Can Miles? No. And there's a gunslinger with a backbreaker. Instead of just a regular gunslinger. And Miles, deja vu to Johnny. And this father-son match, chop by Johnny. And that's another straight right. Miles in trouble. But Miles caught him! Is that it? No. That should have been it. But Miles still fighting. for his family, his siblings. Miles still fighting for them. A rolling elbow by Johnny. And chop to the chest. There's those punches. Kick, knee, elbow. There's a knee. And there's a frog splash, but it's a rope break. Now there's Johnny. One last gun slinger, but he's out of breath. He can't go for the cover. Wait, Miles! Miles plant! Oh. Hit Miles ahead, but no. Johnny Grant. Wait, Miles, gunslinger. Oh, backbreaker. Scrap backbreaker. Johnny once again, another gunslinger. And now Johnny drags Miles away from the ropes. And Miles not staying down. And both men down. Now wait, Miles, backslide pin on Johnny. Will he have him here? No, Johnny still kicking out. Straight punch. Miles has collapsed. Miles caught Johnny with that elbow. Top rope, knee drop to the spine. Wait, European uppercut by Miles Grant. Wait, Johnny caught him once again. Gunslinger. Oh, that's way too close to the ropes. And there's another gunslinger to Miles. Is that... No, Miles refuses to stay down. He knows what's on the line here. Johnny's getting a little too desperate. You see how nervous Johnny Grant could have... His career could end tonight. Oh, but there's a kick. Johnny Grant. There's a knee drop. And again, Miles. And there's an elbow by Miles Grant. Taking it to Johnny. Knee drop by Miles. Miles Grant in trouble. In control, I mean. He has Johnny. His father. The son is beating the crap out of the father, but there's the father with a straight right. A straight punch. Now Johnny diving crossbody, but it's a rope break. Wait, Miles. Miles on. Head! And oh, are you kidding me? How did Johnny Grant kick out? I don't know how. Johnny with that arm drag. Frog splash, but it's way too close to the ropes. There's a chop by Johnny once again. Johnny sending Miles to the outside. And a cannonball senton by Johnny Grant. And there's a gunslinger on the outside. How much more fight does Miles have left? And Miles caught Johnny. Is that it? No, are you kidding me? And Miles, look at Miles Grant. And a gunslinger on the outside to Johnny. Johnny Grant in trouble. The father could lose his career. Wait, Johnny. No, not like this. Gunslinger on the outside. Can Miles make it back? And he does. But Johnny's on the other end of the ring. And Johnny sends Miles right back out. What a contest between father and son. There's an elbow. And a Spanish fly. But Johnny didn't go for the pin. Wait, Miles ahead? Does he? No, are you kidding me? How? Chop or kick. Johnny Grant, rolling elbow. Miles, kick to the head. And back elbow by Johnny Grant. Off the ropes. Elbow to the face by Johnny. Johnny Grant. Miles. These two. Putting it all on the line. Miles ahead. That's it. No, are you kidding me? Miles with that back elbow. There's a lariat by Miles. Knee drop to Johnny. Oh wait, backside pin on Johnny. Johnny too close to the ropes though. Oh wait, Johnny! Spanish fly! There's a sidewalk slam by Miles. As he goes back up, diving, knee, drop. Miles. I think he knows he might have his father right where he wants him. Wait, off the ropes. Huge elbow by Johnny Grant. And a knee strike. Back of the head. And no! That knee to the back of the head is what does it. Miles and his siblings must fall in line. The winner of this match, Johnny Grant.
Every Saturday night leaves a mark on this name. Play the game in a different mode. Power in my veins, I don't need your throne.
You can't deny Miles. He fought his heart out. 35 minutes, 35 seconds. Miles brought the fight to his father. But at the end of the night, the father was better than the son.
Lock you up, then break your pride. No escape when I twist the fight. I built the shit, I don't need the fame. Every step of mine leaves a mark, remember this name. I play the game in a different mode.
What a match.
Power in my veins, I don't need your phone.
But now, Miles struggling to get to his feet.
Off clean, no need to speak. Respect earned the hard way.
Oh wait, Johnny just picked Miles up to his feet. Oh no, Johnny has a microphone. Now, you, your brother, and your sister will do my bidding. You will do what I say, and you don't have a choice. Now get to moving. We got work to do. And our first order of business is me becoming world heavyweight champion. Go. Miles can't. He can't say no. That was the result of the match. Johnny Grant now practically in full control of the Grant family. Dynasty has been my home, my empire, since I arrived. But I have nothing to show for it. I am the Russian here. The Crimson Emperor, the masked Russian. And what do I have to show? Well, I think I finally have reason to make people bow. The World Cup. I have been in this tournament before. It's not gone well for me. This year will be different. This year, I destroy, dismantle, and obliterate competition. Anybody who gets in my way will fall victim and will bow to their new emperor. Well, the emperor that's been here all along. This legacy title, I've had fun with it. Being legacy champion just fits right with me. But you know, it'd be better, that world heavyweight title. And that's what holding on to this for 100 days will get me. I ain't there yet, but I'm closing in on it. It's only a matter of time before I hit 100. Only a matter of time before my destiny will be fulfilled. And my rightful place at the top is secured. Like I said, only a matter of time. So if anybody has an issue with me, anybody has a problem with that, they can take it up with me and challenge me and try to take this from me. There's just one issue. As champion, I am the god around here. The god of this division. For now. So if anyone wants it, they can come try and take it. There you are. You and Mad Dog. How do you suppose we solve that issue? Two big men tearing apart the backstage area, getting their hands on each other. How do you suppose we solve that issue, Nate? You're supposed to be the real deal around here. How do you suppose we solve it? Make a match. That's how you solve it. Put me in the ring with him. Last time, you made quick work of him. This time, I don't seem so sure that's gonna be the case. And part of me doesn't want that to be the case. I want you guys to fight I want you guys to fight until you guys have no fight left in you. So that way, we could solve this once and for all. So I have this. Next week, Nate Jones, Mad Dog Carl, street fight. I prepare. The following contest is scheduled for one fall is for the Dynasty Internet Championship.
I ain't been a hoop, I ain't been a hoop, I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a hoop, still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up.
Introducing
Eating
first,
that shit from the young bone up. I ain't been a home that meets so full when I fall so low.
representing the kingdom,
I ain't been a
the
home that's still
challenger,
waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up.
6'8"
I ain't been a home that's still waiting up.
this man.
I ain't been a sweet express the song. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a sweet express the song. I ain't been a home that's still waiting up. I ain't been a home.
Representing undisputed legacy, he is the Dynasty Internet Champion, Yuri Bryant. Right now, as Zalik has the height, reach, and weight advantage on Yuri. But Yuri has the speed and agility advantage against Zalik. Also, Zalik has the strength. She also mentioned that. Zalik also a two-time internet champion, looking for his third internet title in his career. But there's a two-step kick. Yuri, the cover, one, no. Yuri set in the corner. Yuri out of the corner. Chop and punch. There's that chop by Zalik. Yuri Bryant off the top rope with that elbow drop. And Zalik caught Yuri. Off the ropes. No, Yuri caught himself. Now Zalik double underhook. Back breaker to Yuri Bryant. Zalik taking it to Yuri, dragging him away from the ropes. Knee drop by Zalik. Zalik with that elbow to the back. Zalik has Yuri Bryant, back elbow by Yuri. Enziguri! There's that European uppercut by Yuri Bryant to Zalik. Yuri has Zalik in the corner. Zalik missed that lariat. A European uppercut by Yuri Bryant. Now Yuri roll up on Zalik. One. No. As Zalik send Yuri off the ropes. Yuri caught himself. Zalik plants Yuri Bryant. There's an elbow drop by Zalik. Zalik in control. Chop to the chest. There tonight, Yuri. Now this Sunday will be the intergender tag team tournament. John Barnett will announce the teams that will compete in that tournament. Nice chop to the chest by Zalik. A two-step kick. Off the ropes, Yuri Bryant in control of Zalik. There's a DDT. Wait a minute. Yuri trips the legs of Zalik. Off the ropes. Running elbow drop. Off into the corner. Wait, Yuri Bryant sent on the top rope. Zalik. Avalanche power. Boom! 2. No, Yuri able to get that shoulder up. The champion in trouble. Oklahoma stampede on Yuri Bryant. Zalik top rope. Diving crossbody to the champion. 2. No, Yuri still getting the shoulder up. Yuri Bryant in trouble. The champion in trouble. As Zalik. They got in control. Back elbow by Yuri. There's a punch. And there's a back elbow. Off into the corner goes Yuri. Now Zalik going for that bulldog. Bulldog choke locked in. Yuri Bryant is very much in the ropes. And Zalik with that drop kick. And Zalik in full control of Yuri. And there's a lariat by Yuri Bryant. There's a rope break. Zalik now in control. Go behind, back elbows by Zalik. And diving splash off the top. Zalik in control. Yuri Bryant in trouble. Wait, Yuri went for the iron bomb, but no, Zalik was able to reverse with a back body drop. Knee to the crotch. But Yuri able to hit that brain buster to Zalik. It took all of it for Yuri to capitalize. Wait a minute, iron bomb! And Zalik able to get the shoulder up, and there's Zalik with a drop kick. Zalik, there's a clothesline. Yuri with that punch versus chops. Yuri. Big elbow! But Zalik right back up. Football tackle. He didn't even play football. There's a belly to belly by Yuri Bryant. Champion trying to get some momentum back. What a lariat by Yuri! Now Zalik, double underhook, backbreaker. To Yuri Bryant. Zalik on top rope, elbow drop to the back of Yuri. Champion in trouble against his challenger. Punch to the face. Off into the corner goes Zalik. And Yuri running elbow in the corner. But Zalik sends Yuri in the corner. Now Zalik, tree of woe to the champion. I don't know how any of the matches tonight are going to follow the Grant family war. And, oh, there's a Zagon Express to the champion. But Zalik can't get up to capitalize. Off the ropes, both men down. Yuri. And again, both men down. Off the ropes one more time. Yuri can't seem to get his timing right. But Yuri, iron drive, iron explosion to Zalik. And Zalik able to get the shoulder up off the iron explosion. As Zalik targeting the arm of Yuri Bryant. Yuri with that DDT. Yuri Bryant, the champion. Zalik, the challenger. Internet title on the line. Yuri. Oh, now both men collide once again. Both men down. Yuri, back up. Sends Zalik into the corner. What's Yuri planning? Has Zalik on the ropes. Up and kicks the rope into his throat. He just kicked that rope right into Zalik's throat. There's a nice goji lariat, but it was too close. Zalik was too close to the ropes. Off the ropes, Yuri Bryant caught himself. Zalik with that punch to the head of Yuri. And oh, bicycle kick! And Zalik, once again, targeting the arm of Yuri Bryant, the champion in trouble. Now, there's a tree of woe, now knees, the headbutt to the knees. There's a chop right to the side of the neck of Zalik. And Zalik, belly to belly to Yuri Bryant, dragging him. And now Yuri, once again, backflip by Yuri. His father hit one earlier, hit a backflip earlier during his match, and now Yuri. It's Zalik, Oklahoma Stampede. Now Zalik sends Yuri into the drop kick. There's a Northern Lights toss. Northern Lights throw. Zalik in trouble. Internet Championship on the line. Zalik plants Yuri Bryant. God damn, how long do the matches tonight have to be? Lariat missed. And belly to belly by Zalik to Yuri. And goji lariat to Zalik. Yuri with a cover. Yuri Bryant retains the Internet Championship.
Dynasty Internet Champion, Yuri Bryant.
Yuri retains the Internet Championship here tonight against Zalik. What a title retention for Yuri. And Yuri Bryant taking his title and leaving. And Zalik getting to his feet as Yuri has left the ring through the crowd. Wait, Zalik just alone in the ring right now. Zalik alone in the ring. Is Zalik about to... Hold on. Zalik thanking the fans. Oh, what the... What the... Robert Cruz! Robert Cruz is back and he just speared Zalik in half! I think Zalik might have been getting ready to retire, but Robert Cruz... Cruise control! Robert Cruz is back. We haven't seen him since the I Quit death match against Jordan Rosa back in November. Uh-oh, he just picked Zalik right back up. Uh-oh. He's charging off the ropes. The speed and a spear! Once again! Zalik, in too much pain to defend himself. Now, referee's trying to hold Robert back as some medics are trying to get Zalik out of the ring. They're able to, thank Christ. Oh wait, Robert just got out of the ring. Robert, another spear, this time on the outside! And he took out some doctors with him! A Robert Cruz massacre taking place, and he just threw Zalik back into the ring. Zalik trying to crawl. Robert back into the ring, and now he's stalking him. This animal is stalking Zalik. I think Zalik was trying to get ready to, like, hang it up, but Zalik barely able to stand. Zalik finally up to his feet, but please don't turn around, Zalik. Just get out of the ring. And another spear! Jesus! Just stay down, Zalik. Let the torment end. Robert Cruz is back. And he's meaner than ever. Back in 2024, I competed in this very tournament. And I made it all the way to the finals before being knocked off by Matthew Hilton. Me and this tournament have some history. Me and this tournament have so much history. Because again, I almost won it one year. Now, fast forward. Now I'm going to guarantee a victory. Because all these guys in this tournament don't hold a candle to my accomplishments in this company. Just what have they done compared to me? Me, I'm the first Grand Slam champion in company history. No one else can lay claim to that. Now, coming up after that comment may seem weird since I haven't really accomplished much here in Dynasty. But let's just face it, I'm just getting started, Franco. But if it makes you feel better, my debut happened not long ago. Happened last week. Yeah, I'm aware it happened last week, and color me not really impressed. Alright, listen. I can beat Nikki Sutton. You need to beat someone with actual leverage here in Dynasty. You haven't beaten anyone with any kind of accomplishments yet. So, next time you want to come to me, make sure you have that under your belt. Before you go, I'll be watching the World Cup. I'm going to watch you fail like you did 2 years ago. We'll see. Darren Parks. I ain't scared of you. Took me a while, but I realized that you're just a man in a mask. Just a man that hides his face. I'm stronger than you. I'm better than you. I'm more powerful than you. And I can prove it. Because next time we step in the ring, whenever that may be, Darren Parks, the only way it ends is with you looking at the lights and me getting my hand raised. Because remember how I laid you out last week and how easy it was? Remember how Gavin pinned your shoulders to the mat? And how easy it looked? Like I said, you're just a man. A man who's now running scared. And I'm right here. Hello, Dynasty World. I am the Dynasty Wrestling General Manager, John Barnett, and here to announce the competitors that will compete in this year's Intergender Tag Team Tournament that will take place on Sunday. Now, this is a yearly tradition where a man and a woman team up, 8 teams compete, but only one will walk away with the win. This year, our teams are simple. Starting off with last year's winners, Akira Kiyoshi and Katsuyori. Next up, Dead End, Goto Lee and the Queen will team up. The Grants, as it is confirmed that Johnny Grant will force his daughter Victoria into the match, into his team. The Hit Squad, Alice Sabin and Thomas Styles Wright. La Rosita and Wolf Santana will team up in this tournament. Matthew Storm and Megan Starr will team up. The newly formed Shinra clan, Kai Feng has picked his partner, and it is none other than Karai. And our final team, United Dragons, Alexandria and Johnny Wells. That is this year's Intergender Tag Team Tournament competitors. Those are the teams, with the winning teams both receiving legacy title opportunities. Obviously, the man in the group getting a men's legacy title opportunity and the woman getting a women's legacy title opportunity. Soon to come. Thank you for joining me here tonight. Back to the show. Is scheduled for one fall.
Dropping bombs, atomic tsunami. Hit a rhythm, it's a drum, yeah, war drum. Here it come, wordplay, wizard, blizzard, freeze frames, lizard, brain. Powerhouse striker, yeah, that's the name. Light it up, burn the game the same. Powerhouse striker, representing the impact, no turning back.
The Dark Force, AJ Elliott.
Yeah. stacking flows, cash flows, high stakes, gotta know how it goes from the bottom, get a mud to the top with a blood, sweat, and tears flood, microphone fiend, indeed.
Match is underway as Ace Matthews representing the Dark World taking on... Obviously, Ace Matthews, the leader of the Dark World, taking on AJ Elliott, who's been beating all of his members. There's knee lifts. AJ Elliott to cover. No. AJ Elliott with that punch. Now he punched the ribs. AJ Elliott. And AJ. Ace lands on his feet. Swinging neck breaker. AJ Elliott. With a single leg Boston Crab. No. AJ Elliott has beaten Big Bruce and Loa Kong in singles action before. AJ Elliott, an up-and-coming star here in Dynasty. There's an overhand shot by Ace Matthews. AJ with that lariat. Now both making to trade punches. What a show we've had for you tonight here on Dynasty Wrestling World Love Bites 2026. We had an incredible match, father versus son, between Miles and Jordan Grant. Miles and Johnny Grant, I'm sorry. But now, obviously, because of that, the outcome, Miles and Victoria must fall in line and listen to orders made by Johnny. Out. And Fireman's carried by AJ Elliott. Oh, by Ace Matthews, I'm sorry. AJ Elliott now in trouble. Ace has AJ. No. There's a punch to the ribs. AJ Elliott in trouble. There's a cover. One. No. Ace Matthews. Oh, lands on his feet off that German. Kick to the back of the head. There's a knee lift by AJ Elliott to Ace Matthews. Now Ace Matthews, brainbuster of his own. Elbow to the back of the head. Ace Matthews now taken to AJ Elliott. Punch to the ribs. There's a chop to the chest. AJ Elliott in trouble. Now AJ Elliott with a chop right back. A swinging neck breaker. AJ Elliott fighting back against Ace Matthews. Ace Matthews looking to redeem his group, the Dark World. And there's an Enziguri. Ace Matthews, a former member of the Union, leaving the group to pursue his own selfish ventures. Ace Matthews recently beat Tony Everett. The cover. Rope break. No. There's a camel clutch. Calling for the rope break. Another swing neck breaker by AJ Elliott. Ground and pound on Ace. Ace able to throw him off. Off the ropes. And a float over DDT by AJ Elliott. Ace Matthews in trouble. AJ Elliott sends Ace Matthews into the corner. Wait, Ace Matthews. AJ able to yank his arm back, and Ace. Elbow to the back of the head. AJ Elliott, and there's a nice elbow drop by Ace Matthews. Wait, AJ Elliott plants Ace Matthews. Drags him away from the ropes. Oh, he's not going for the cover. He's picking him up to his feet. Another swinging neck breaker by AJ Elliott. Headbutt missed. Nice elbow to the back. Oh, wait, Ace Matthews going for a pile driver. The cover on AJ Elliott, too. No. AJ Elliott. Our next contest will be for the World Tag Team titles here tonight as Dead End, the Ghost and the Jester, defend the titles against the War Dogs, Aiden Boss and Big Joe, who have been having some problems. And there's a mass destruction by AJ Elliott to Ace Matthews, who's able to get the shoulder up. And there's a DDT by Ace Matthews. AJ Elliott. Oh wait, Ace Matthews went for some, but AJ Elliott able to get out of it. Wait, Ace off the ropes, chiropractor to AJ Elliott. The Dark Horse, AJ Elliott in trouble, went for the... Ace Matthews went for some, but AJ Elliott able to reverse it. Nice stalling brain buster. AJ Elliott able to fight back. Boy, Ace Matthews caught a pile driver. The cover. And AJ Elliott got the shoulder up barely in time. Ace Matthews probably wondering what's he going to have to do to put AJ Elliott away. AJ Elliott single-handedly bringing the fight to the Dark World. He's 2-0 against members of the... Oh! The only other one he hasn't fought is Omar Perez, the cover, and they're make that 3-0 now.
Yeah, straight your mouth. Mic check, 1, 2, coming through. A wrecking crew, rhyme tsunami, brain tsunami, dropping bombs, atomic tsunami. Hear the rhythm, it's a drum, yeah, war drum. Here it come, wordplay, wizard, blizzard, freeze,
the winner of this match,
brain. Powerhouse striker, yeah, that's the name.
Elliott.
Light it up, burn the game the same. Powerhouse striker, feel the impact, no turning back, just facts, straight facts. Straight your mouth. Yeah, stacking flows, cash flows, high stakes, gotta know how it goes from the bottom, get the mud to the top with a blood, sweat, and tears flood, microphone fiend, indeed, sowing seeds, planting greed, watch it feed, competition, they ain't shot, clock ticking, I'm a rock, shattering the clock, powerhouse striker, yeah, that's the name,
over
light it up, burn the game the
Matthews.
same, powerhouse striker, feel the impact, no turning back, just facts. Straight facts. They whisper
What a
my name,
victory
or
for
whisper a
AJ
shout.
Elliott.
No doubt I run the route. What's it all about? Conquering mountains, building fountains of metaphors, breaking.
AJ Elliott was celebrating on the ropes, and Ace Matthews pulled him off. AJ Elliott going face first on the turnbuckle. Now Ace Matthews just stomping out AJ Elliott after the match. And wait, here comes Jordan Rosa! And Ace Matthews escapes. Jordan Rosa, the other member of the Union. Wait, he has a microphone now. Ace! Ace! Guess what, buddy? I'm ready to have a match. And next week, I want your ass in this ring. AJ Elliott has beaten 3 of your boys. I guarantee you he can beat the 4th. But that 4th is a little busy, obviously, tonight. But what do you say, Ace? Me and you next week. Right here in the center of this ring. Let's do it. Jordan Rosa has laid out the challenge for next week. Ace Matthews versus Jordan Rosa next week. Let's see that happen. You know, I've been told many times that I'm the future. That I can be one of the greatest Dynasty wrestlers of all time. And every time I feel like I get close and close and close, it's pulled right from under me. This year, I look to make that future the present. I look to be the first British world champion. Not Irish, not Canadian, not American, not any of that. The first person born and raised in England to be a world champion here in Dynasty. And that starts with the World Cup. Now, a British man has won this tournament before, Cameron Bash, back in 2021. This year, I look to be the second. And I look to state my claim near the top. You know, I could talk about the intergender tag tournament, how me and Queen are going to get the job done despite last time she won this tournament. It was her and Ghost that got it. Her and her husband. But her husband's busy being world tag team champion. So I got other things I want to look at right now. Luis Vazquez. I see you've made some new friends in the United Dragons. About time someone took you in. But let's face it, you were only a backup. Because their original member doesn't work here no more. Luis, this ends between you and me next week. Me and you one-on-one, center of that ring. And it ends with me beating you. So, Luis, I will see you next week. But before I do that... I got the intergender tag tournament to focus on. The following contest is scheduled for what follows for the Dynasty World Tag Team Championships. The challengers, the War Dogs. They're the team of the Jester and the Ghost. They are the Dynasty World Tag Team Champions. Obviously, Ghost and Aiden Boss starting this match. Dead End have been, let's just say, well, the War Dogs I meant, have been, let's just say, not really getting along. Obviously, Big Joe, that super kick to the back of the head of the Ghost. Now ankle lock on Ghost. Ghost immediately able to get out of the ankle lock. And tag made to the Jester. And what a double team up by Dead End. The Jester, the cover, only a 1 count. Already getting the 1 count, 2 minutes in. Not good news for the War Dogs. Now guillotine by Big Joe. But Ghost able to get out. Jester able to get out of it quick. Nice elbow drop. Again. Tag. No wait. Tag made to Aiden Boss. Nice chop to the chest by Aiden. Dead End certainly have more experience with tag team, but the War Dogs are no slouches, as they are 2-time World Tag Team Champions, looking to become 3-time here tonight with a win over Dead End, or 4-time World Tag Team Champions. Aiden, nice knee lift. Boss. Punch to the head. And knee lift by Jester. Now, it's European uppercuts versus European uppercuts. As Dead End and the War Dogs trade. As Ghost and Aiden are trading shots. We still got 2 matches left to do tonight. As it is, the women's legacy title will be next as Miyu Satoshi, the new women's legacy champion, defends against Bad Amy. Not only that, but our main event still to come. Omar Perez defends the junior heavyweight championship against Juan Carlos. Joe gets planted. There's an elbow drop. And an elbow drop by the Ghost. Now the Jester back up top. An elbow drop again by the Jester as Dead End currently in control of the War Dogs. Now Luthez pressed by Big Joe. As he tags out to Aiden Boss once again. Kick to Aiden Boss. Wait a minute. And Aiden Boss with that trio thrust kicks. A nice knee drop by Aiden. Tag made. I didn't realize he had that either. There's another loose second. Nice European uppercut by Aiden Boss. Knee lift. Boss, those thrust kicks to the face of the Ghost. Tag made to Big Joe. I think those thrust kicks really changed the tide of the match to go in the favor of the challengers. There's a sidewalk slam by Big Joe. Now the challengers fully in control of the champions. There's another guillotine. The Ghost very much in the ropes. DDT to Big Joe. The Ghost has Aiden. Aiden tagged in. Texas Cloverleaf. Aiden was cinched in there. He was able to get out of it, obviously, but there's a right to the eyes by the Ghost. Tag made to the Jester. Double team. Now the Jester. Legal in there with Aiden. European uppercut and a punch to the face. European punch. Both men trading shots. And the Ghost got the upper hand with that punch to the face that knocked Aiden Boss down. There's a DDT. Tag made. European uppercut. What the fuck? I thought I took that move off everybody. You fucking kidding me? That move's overpowered. I have to take that off him. Because that was bullshit. That move's a bunch of bullshit. The normal one without the stomps is fine, but the one with the stomps is bullshit. Obviously, the War Dogs have not been getting along lately. Big Joe caught the Ghost. I guess that was just out of desperation. Tagged to Aiden Boss to try and get an upper hand on Dead End. He used that. There's a blue thunder bomb, but Big Joe is not the legal man. There's an elbow by Aiden. Now the Ghost caught Aiden Boss. As Ghost goes up top, diving splash to the back of Aiden Boss. They're gonna miss their moves. A Uranagi! To the Ghost. Oh, but the referee is down. Wait, the Ghost. I think he was planning Stolen Souls finally, but no. Tag. No tag made. I'm sorry. Tag made. Now there's the tag to the Jester. And there's a PK by the Ghost. The Jester now caught with that lariat. And knee drop by Aiden Boss. As Aiden is in full control now. Wait, now Aiden's sitting in the corner. Wait a minute. Going for Stolen Souls from corner to corner. The Jester sending Aiden. And there's an elbow drop by the Jester to Aiden Boss. Aiden Boss in trouble now. War Dog's in trouble. The Jester in full control. Dead End. Diving splash, but it's a rope break. Tag made to Big Joe. Death Valley driver to Aiden Boss. Jester, what are you doing? It's Big Joe. Shot to the back, off the rope. Blazing chops. To the back of the Jester. Now knee drop missed. Tag made to the Ghost. Now wait a minute. Nice double team move. Clubbing shot. Uh-oh. And Big Joe with that lariat. Damn, you're taking a former Legacy Champion's head off. Obviously, Dead End, 4-time World Tag Team Champions. War Dogs, 2-time. Looking to become 3-time here tonight. What's Aiden Boss planning? Oh my God. Burning. Hammer! to the Ghost. Rolling elbow to the back of the head by Big Joe. Uh-oh. They caught up to him, but tag made the Jester. Boss kick. That Soho kick. The Ghost, but now the Jester in control of Aiden Boss. Those elbow drops. Now Aiden Boss made the tag to Big Joe. Jester fighting back. Lariat by the Jester, but it's a rope break. Big Joe. That next snap to the Jester, and there's a lariat. Turning the Jester inside out. The Jester with a punch and Big Joe with a chop. Now with the Jester. Drop kick to Big Joe. Shot to the back, lower back to Big Joe. There's a kaiju lariat, a goji lariat, but no, it's a rope break. Big Joe dragging the Jester away from the ropes. Tag made the Ghost. Blue Thunder bomb to the Jester. Oh, but the Ghost has him. Stolen souls. The cover. 2, 3. Dead end retained. The winners of this match, and still Dynasty World Tag Team Champions, Dead End. Another title retention for Dead End as World Tag Team Champions. Big Joe has been pinned. Big Joe also has to wrestle Monday, see if he can challenge for the Legacy title. As the Jester and the Ghost celebrate. Anyway. And there's another argument taking place in the ring between Big Joe and Aiden. Aiden's just walking out. Aiden Boss is just walking out. He's left right, and he just walked right past Ghost and Jester, leaving Big Joe alone in the ring. What does this mean for the War Dog?
No one in this tournament has faced a man like me. Nobody in this tournament has faced a monster like I am. First Samoan in Dynasty history. First Samoan to bring punishment to every other wrestler that steps in his way. There's a reason they call me the Samoan Kaiju. I'm not only big like a kaiju. I'm destructive. I'm violent. Everyone in the World Cup tournament will fall. Everyone in the World Cup tournament will be expunged, destroyed, broken, and there's nothing anyone can do.
Now, Alex, you finally know how much better I am than you. Now, you have found out. Now, you have no choice but to accept it. vigilante, two-time world champion, and now, last week, I pinned Darren Parks in the center of the ring. Third person in Dynasty to do that. Alex, big brother, one of these days, you will realize that now you're in my shadow. And I'd like you to get out now. The following contest is scheduled for one falls for the Dynasty Women's Legacy Championship. Introducing first the challenger, the Deathmatch Princess, Bad Amy. Bad Amy has an opportunity to walk out of here tonight the first women's Grand Slam champion in Dynasty history. And her opponent, she is the Dynasty Women's Legacy Champion, the Pixie, Miyu Satoshi. Last week, Miyu Satoshi shocked the world by beating Violet Dawn for the Women's Legacy title in an upset. Now she faces a former Women's World Champion and Women's Tag Team Champion in Bad Amy. Bad Amy can walk out of here tonight, the first ever Women's Grand Slam champion, by having held not only the Women's World title, but the Women's Tag and the Women's Legacy. But that Legacy title still eludes her. However, this next Sunday, Bad Amy can probably become a double champion. If she wins tonight, she has the opportunity to become a double champion. Because her and Jade, the Vixens of Violence, get their rematch for the Women's Tag Team titles. Against Strikeforce, Jen Bardsley and Violet Dawn. Obviously, we've had only two double champions in Dynasty history. That being Corey King and Violet Dawn. Bad Amy could probably do it. Bad Amy. Miyu Satoshi sent to the corner. Miyu Satoshi fighting back. Miyu Satoshi trading shots. Right now, Bad Amy. Super kick by Miyu Satoshi. Off the ropes. Miyu Satoshi. And a spine on the pine. Miyu Satoshi with that drop kick. Bad Amy with that figure four. Miyu Satoshi. And Miyu Satoshi does have a tag partner in Yuki Inamura under the tag team Starfire Delight. Wait a minute. Brainbuster! That Amy, the cover. 2. No. Miyu Satoshi. It'll get that shoulder up, and there's that kick by Miyu. And dragon screw to the leg of Bad Amy. Can Miyu Satoshi defeat a former women's world champion here tonight? Now Miyu Satoshi. Tilt the world DDT to Bad Amy, the cover. No, only a 1 count. And a Michinoku driver. 2, no. Bad Amy, brainbuster. Bad Amy, snapmare. Full Nelson camel clutch. Starfire clutch, she calls that. Wait. 2, no. Miyu Satoshi with that scorpion kick. And a Michinoku! Once again on Bad Amy, who gets the shoulder up but barely. And Bad Amy, brain buster! And there's a moonsault on Miyu Satoshi, 2. No, Miyu gets the shoulder barely up in time. And what a drop kick by Miyu Satoshi. Champion in control. And wait a minute. Trying to put Bad Amy to sleep and make the tap. Both women trading shots. Oh, wait. Small package? No. Wait, SOS by Miyu Satoshi, and Bad Amy gets the shoulder up. Challenger in control now. Spine on the pine of the champion. And an overhead Pele kick. There's a kick right to the back, lower back of Bad Amy. Bad Amy with that bulldog. And a cutter by Bad Amy. Now wait a minute. Bad Amy. And Miyu Satoshi sent to the outside. And look at Bad Amy's springboard drop kick to the outside. But Bad Amy had to have crashed hard too. And Miyu Satoshi code red on the outside of Bad Amy. Now remember, you can only win the title by a pinfall or submission. Countouts don't wind up getting titles. And Miyu Satoshi back in at 18. Bad Amy missed the chair. Miyu, Starfire clutch. No. Bad Amy able to get out the Starfire clutch. Off the ropes. Rolling elbow to Miyu Satoshi. Now off the ropes again. Both women down. Now Bad Amy once again going for that brain buster, and Miyu Satoshi back to the outside. There's a chair once again. And a scorpion kick. Miyu Satoshi. SOS on the outside. Miyu back into the ring. Bad Amy now. Bad Amy. Miyu Satoshi sends Bad Amy to the outside. Here tonight on Dynasty Wrestling World, Love Bites 2026. Our Valentine's Day special. Miyu Satoshi putting it all on the line. The Women's Legacy title on the line against Bad Amy. 11, 12, 13. And Bad Amy with that chair to the back of Miyu Satoshi. Miyu. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, drop kick by Miyu Satoshi. Bad Amy sends Miyu in the corner. Wait a minute. Bad Amy going for a 619 to Miyu Satoshi. There's a clothesline by Bad Amy. Champion in trouble. Punch combination of Miyu Satoshi. Nice elbow drops. And a SOS by Miyu Satoshi. And she got her. Winner of this match, and still Dynasty Women's Legacy Champion, Miyu Satoshi retains the Women's Legacy Championship against Bad Amy. She has just been a former Women's World Champion. Wait, oh, there's the Women's Legacy, the Women's Tag Team Champions jumping Bad Amy from behind. Getting the jump on Bad Amy, and here comes Jade. Here comes Jade as Strike Force, the Women's Tag Team Champions, run. Next Sunday, it'll be Strike Force versus the Vixens of Violence in a rematch for the Women's Tag Team Championships. But now we got to get ready for our main event, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. You know, Dynasty World, this is what I have been working towards my whole life. My whole life, I have been grinding in Scotland to make it to where I am. And here I am. In the World Cup. Let's just say 2 months after debuting. I'm already in this tournament and I'm in it to win it. No one is stopping the Braveheart of Scotland from going to Fight Fest and challenging for the Dynasty World Heavyweight Championship. Nobody. Well, look at what the finals have been labeled as. Class versus classless. Legacy versus convicts. You guys want to call yourself the ex-cons, but there's no prison record. There's none of that. You guys, it's fucking stolen valor. Stolen valor! Yeah, you see, me and Nick Cassidy were a legitimate tag team around here. We get it. You've been tag champs before. But here's the thing. When we get working, we're unstoppable. So what makes you two with dumb names so special?
Wow, you really don't know us. But that's okay. We're gonna spell it out for you as to why we're special. We are born and bred. We came up from nothing. Came up from nothing and became something. Became one of the best damn tag teams in this company. Kind of something. 2-time World Tag Team Champions. Something. Now let me ask you this. Undisputed legacy. When the bell rings next Sunday, and it's the 4 of us standing across the ring from each other, when you look into our eyes, what do you see? Don't see much of anything. Must be blank. You want to call yourself the greatest tag team when... After your first run as champions, didn't they send you back to developmental to the dojo to work on yourselves? Because you guys sucked? Yeah, well, look at us now. Worked our asses off. Day in, day out. To get back to where we were. And Sunday, on the 22nd, that Sunday, you're gonna find out why you don't mess with the ex-cons and why you don't talk shit about the ex-cons. The following contest is scheduled for one fall as your main event of the evening. Ring introductions will happen once both men are in the ring. You heard the man.
In the ring, he stands a mask on your goal. Juan Carlos' spirit cannot be controlled. Con el
Here comes the
corazón de
challenger.
México.
A rivalry reborn.
His heritage is strict, nunca dejará de brillar.
At a competition.
Fight por el son de México. With every move he shows his heart fire. In every fight, su espíritu nunca se rinde. Juan Carlos, el luchador de corazón de México.
Para no es para esconderme, es para asustarte.
You're going to be looking for me, so better pray I don't drop from the ropes. 'Cause everybody knows how I move. Flash in your face, I strike as I go. You can feel the heat.
Here comes the
now you
champion.
really know. I don't run, I don't hide. I fight loud with my mask and my pride. Tú hablas mucho, soy directo con el estilo de me.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Is the main event of Dynasty Wrestling World Love Bites 2026. And it is for the Dynasty Junior Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first on the left, the challenger in the white and gold. He is the Super Luchador, Juan Carlos. And his opponent on the right in the black and yellow. Representing the Dark World, he is the Dynasty Junior Heavyweight Champion, El Dragon, Omar Perez. Here we go, match underway, collar elbow, punch to the head. And Omar already with a super kick. Already taking it to Juan Carlos. We got our big match field ref in the ring for this one, and a DDT by Juan Carlos.
Omar with that elbow to the back of the head of... Got hit with that elbow to the back of the head. Juan Carlos now in control. Belly to belly. And there's an elbow again by Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos. No. And a punch to the head by Omar Perez. And look at this. Frankensteiner into a drop kick by Juan Carlos. Omar Perez sent in the corner, but Omar got right out of the ring. Or got out of the way, I mean. Now wait. Oh, another drop kick to Omar, the champion in trouble. And a Cazadora stomp to the challenger. Junior heavyweight title on the line. Omar Perez proving to be a great addition to the dark world. The cover on Juan Carlos, no. Had a great match at Paradox against Nate Culver. Chop and punch. A very high octane match that was. And here this is a rivalry reborn in the main event of Dynasty Wrestling World Love Bites 2026. Here, on February the 13th. Wait a minute. Omar sent on the top rope. Wait, Omar with a headbutt. Super kick by Juan Carlos. Right on the button of Omar. We still have one interview to go tonight about... This is our main event contest. We still got one interview with Andreas Marceau, who is in the World Cup. And there's a punch to the top of the head. Now, Omar. Off the ropes. Running knee drop. Omar Perez. That kick to the stomach. And Omar in control. Figure four. No, Omar. Juan Carlos able to get out of it. And there's those elbows to the shoulder. And Juan Carlos running swanton bomb. The elbow to the back of Omar Perez once again. And a roll up. No, it's a rope break. Another rope break once again. Juan Carlos set into the corner. Now at Tree of Woe on Carlos. There's a punch to the head. Juan Carlos sends Omar back into the corner. And wait a minute. There's the elbow. And a kick to the back of the head by Juan Carlos. The challenger in control. Now spinning back kick to the... Soul kick right to the back. Omar Perez now. Now swinging neck breaker by Juan Carlos. Now Omar with a snap suplex. Omar. Cazadora stomp once again. Omar. Nice backflip by Omar Perez. DDT. Juan Carlos the cover. Only a 2 count. And Juan Carlos with a super kick. Omar Perez with the super kick. I'm sorry. Well, Juan Carlos able to get the shoulder up. Juan Carlos got caught. There's that Northern Lights toss. The cover on Omar. Champion in trouble. 2 count only. There's that kick by Juan Carlos. Challenger in control of the champion. And there's that submission by Omar Perez to Juan Carlos. He's able to get out of it. And swinging neck breaker to Omar. Now there's a submission on Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos able to get out of it. Wait a minute. And a palm strike to Omar Perez. And Omar sent to the outside. And wait a minute. A Blue Thunder. And two. No, a Fire Thunder Bomb. No. That Fire Thunder couldn't get the job done. There's a submission once again by Omar Perez to Juan Carlos. The challenger in trouble in that submission, but no. Both men trading shots. Chop and punch. And a kick to the head by Juan Carlos to Omar Perez. And a spinning backhand by Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos in trouble. Wait, Omar Perez now. Nice top rope maneuver by Omar Perez. And a 450 to the back. A German. No, wait a minute. Juan Carlos lands on his feet. Go behind and a cutter by... What? Juan Carlos able to stand up first after that cutter. Now, Juan Carlos lands on his feet. Ripcord kick to the head by Juan Carlos, and Juan Carlos in full control of the champion in this junior heavyweight championship match. Wait, octopus stretch by Omar Perez to Juan Carlos. Omar gonna get the job done there. Off rope goes Omar. Sling blade. And again, that submission to the leg. Omar's been targeting that leg of Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos able to get to the rope. Off the ropes. Yeah. Juan Carlos targeting the arm of the shoulder of Omar Perez. There's a frog splash by Juan Carlos. Do we have a new champion? No. We do not have a new champion here tonight yet. Off the ropes. Juan Carlos. Tilt-a-whirl DDT to the champion. Omar Perez in trouble. Super kick! But Omar's right back up. And there's a palm strike. Omar caught Juan Carlos. Cazadora stomp as he drags Juan Carlos away from the ropes. And there's a DDT once again. Now, again, Omar Perez taking it to Juan Carlos. And a 450 splash, but it's a rope break. A palm strike by Juan Carlos to Omar Perez. Omar right back up to his feet before Juan can fly off the top. Juan Carlos now with that kick to the back of the head. Juan Carlos, palm strike to the face. Now Omar, head first in the corner goes Omar Perez. And Juan Carlos. Now Omar Perez fighting back. Oh, wait a minute. Omar missed. Backhand. Oh, no, the backhand missed. Wait, Juan Carlos. Brain busted. Got brain busted by Omar Perez. Perez Northern Lights toss to Omar. The challenger in trouble. Oh, the champion in trouble, I'm sorry. Champion. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Omar Perez, the champion, has the tree of woe on Juan Carlos as he's just kicking, stomping on the stomach of Juan Carlos, and there's a Cazadora stomp by Omar Perez. What's Omar planning? Punch to the top of the head. Oh, there's the punch. Chop. Omar, backhand, and a kick to the head by Juan Carlos. And now there's another submission to the leg, but Juan Carlos still very much in the ropes. Omar's been targeting that leg, hoping that Juan Carlos would tap. But Juan Carlos has not tapped out. Palm strike to Omar. Omar in trouble. Wait, Omar. Brainbuster to Juan Carlos. And now wait, Juan Carlos. Drop kick to the face of Omar. What a match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. European uppercut to Omar Perez. Wait, Omar once again, that brainbuster. No, Juan Carlos landed on his feet. Cutter by Omar Perez. What a cutter. Now both men tired. How will this end? Another submission, but Juan Carlos still very much in the ropes. Another Cazadora stomp. Omar Perez. Diving off the top. As he drags Juan Carlos away from those ropes. And a swing neck breaker by Juan Carlos. What's the plan? And a DDT by Omar Perez. And a corkscrew! Moonsault, but it's a rope break. Wait a minute. Bangarang! Will we have a new Junior Heavyweight Champ? No! The Bangarang couldn't do it. 450 to the back by the champion. Octopus stretch. Oh, but Juan Carlos was able to get to the ropes. That was a rope break, apparently. Omar Perez doesn't know how Juan Carlos is doing it. Omar standing in the corner. Juan Carlos, back elbow. Kick to the back of the head of Omar. Center of the ring. Palm strike. Off the ropes, running swanton. Northern Lights toss. Juan Carlos is taking it to Omar Perez. We could be seeing a new Junior Heavyweight Champion here tonight. But Omar with that 450 to the back. But Juan Carlos back up to his feet. That way off the ropes and both men down. No, only Omar got taken down. Omar landed wrong. Juan Carlos, go behind, cutter. Omar Perez. Wait, Juan Carlos! Small package! Small package! No. Wait, went for the Dragon's Breath, but Juan Carlos able to reverse it. Octopus stretch! Juan Carlos is forced to tap out. Omar Perez retains the Junior Heavyweight title. He had no choice. There was no ropes to save him that time.
Para asustarte.
Gringo, it's time. You're going to be looking for me, so better pray I don't drop from the ropes. 'Cause everybody knows how I move. Flash in your face, I strike as I go.
The winner of this match, and still Dynasty Junior Heavyweight Champion, Omar Perez. What a contest.
I don't run, I don't hide. I fight loud with my mask and my pride. Tú hablas mucho, soy directo, con el estilo de México. No fear in my blood, no shame in defeat. But I don't lose, yo lucho, Bobby beat. See me coming too late, you
What
blink, I'm already gonna one shot.
a
Boom, yo.
match.
You're going to be looking for me, so 'cause you don't wanna get on my bad side. 'Cause yo soy un luchador latino. I'm moving
The
quick,
reign of El Dragon continues.
One wrong move and I take you for a ride. I bring the heat, no room for you to fear me.
This will be the last you hear of us. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Dynasty Wrestling World Love Bites 2026. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone here, to everyone watching. We'll see you next time. Everyone has their sights set on the World Cup. 7 other men other than me think they can win. Well, gentlemen, there can be only one, and you're looking at the Frenchman. The Frenchman who will win the World Cup. Why? Because it is my destiny to do so. It is my destiny to become World Heavyweight Champion. I am an inevitable wrestler. You cannot deny me my claim. You cannot deny me my right. February 22nd. 8 men walk in, but only one will walk away. Viva la France.